If you want to look like the AI version of yourself and just unrecognizable, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with this makeup look. Starting off with our base, I just want to look as bronzed as possible. These are the Glow Recipe Hue Drops, and we are literally in winter right now, so just faking a tan is really nice. Moving on to our base, you want sort of like a filtered like effect, and my top choice for that is the Easy Blur Foundation by Huda Beauty. Moving on to concealer, we want something really high coverage. This is the Hourglass concealer, and we kind of want to do like a mini little facial surgery with this, so make sure that you're lifting your face with the concealer. I like to apply it right here under my eyes, as well as do these little lines by my nostrils and by my mouth, just to give the illusion that I'm like lifting up my face. While the concealer dries so we get even more coverage, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Wax. Now that our concealer has dried a little bit, we can blend everything out. For this part, make sure that you're not over blending because we want to keep the form that we sort of made with our concealer. Now for arguably like the most important part of this, which is contour and bronzer. I'm gonna be applying this sort of like in the hollows of my cheeks. Moving on to blush, I'm using Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Blush in the shade 62. For even more of a flawless finish, I'm going to be setting everything with a foundation powder. This is the one from Makeup Forever. Not only does this give you a filter-like effect, but it gives you even more coverage. For my nose contour, I'm grabbing the powder shade of this duo, giving myself like a button nose. My Huda Beauty Loose Powder in the shade Pound Cake. I'm going to be highlighting the center of my nose. While that marinates a little bit, I'm going to be grabbing some of my Too Faced bronzer. Can now wipe that off. With the same brush that we used to do our blush with, I'm just going to be going on top of the liquid layer and adding back some of that luminosity onto our base. For highlighter, I'm using Iconic London in Lit and Luminous. From the Smoky palette by Kylie Cosmetics, I'm grabbing the shade Muse and packing that on into my crease. I'm grabbing shade Coal and just dragging that across my lash line. With the shade Mist, I'm going to be just outlining and just defining my crease. Now I'm using Ardell in the style 422. For my lip combo, I'm going to be using MAC in Chestnut, MAC in Honey Love, and NYX in Fortune Cookie. And adding different freckles so my face looks even more unrecognizable. And this is the final look. What do we think? Do I look unrecognizable?